today on the Express. So what's it really all about? On today's show, I just want to do that every day. And you can. Fun, fun, fun at the mini sun run.
Where you just hit it as hard as you can and do it in a good rhythm.
Wheelchair racers.
Those are stylish, but I might want to get something that's focused a bit more on the mileage that you're going to be running. Okay.
Fashion at North Shore Athletics.
You have all these sensations in your feet that you normally wouldn't get when you were wearing running shoes.
Barefoot running. See that and more local expression. Welcome to our Express Running Special. I'm Johanna Ward at the Shaw Mini Sun Run. Woo! That's right. We've got all kinds of fun stuff on today's show. We have active kids. We have yoga for runners, even barefoot running. But you know what? To play the part, you gotta look the part. At North Shore Athletics, they have everything that you need. Or maybe, just maybe, it's everything that you want, right? It's always fun to shop.
Yeah. Running is a great way to get outside and get some exercise. But if you're like me and you want to take it up a notch, you need the right gear. What do you think of my shoes that I have right now? These are cute, right?
Those are stylish, but I might want to get something that's focused a bit more on the mileage that you're going to be running. Okay, you take your shoes off. You can see that you have a nice high bone to the top of your foot there, and you have a pronounced arch. So that's a really nice foot type. That would suggest to me right away that you're a neutral foot type. This is the New Balance 1080. Really, really good cushioning shoe. Heel and forefoot cushioning. Just because you have a lot of cushioning in it, it doesn't mean it needs to be a really, really heavy shoe. So that's kind of one of the trends that we're seeing.
Where it looks like a glove for your foot?
Yeah, that's a five finger.
I'm wearing this cotton jacket right now. What do you think of this?
Okay, so I'm really happy about the good shoes, Bianca, but I would suggest getting away from cotton. What you want to do is move into fabrics that are going to bring the moisture to the surface, and therefore they can be wicked away from the skin and evaporate.
This jacket is held together by magnets.
Is that you can remove the sleeves.
Ooh, I start schwitzing.
Okay, so one other thing I would probably suggest for you, something like a really light cap. The white color means that it won't absorb heat, and it's also got lots of reflective marking on there.
This is for the rain, that's for the sun, and then a little bit of venting on the sides. Gary, you are the tech expert here, and what else can I add to take it up a notch?
There's a new camera on the market called a GoPro, and it shoots in high definition, and the great thing about it, it's got a stabilizer right in the camera itself, so you can shoot this anything from running to mountain biking. Because you pop it on just like a headlamp, it sits on your head really nicely, and you can shoot all that beautiful running terrain that you want to share with your family and friends.
So Bianca, you ready to try that 10K run?
I think so. There is one thing money can't buy, a running buddy. I'm Bianca Solterbeck in North Vancouver for The Express.
Running gadgets are the latest trends. Everything from sports watches that act as a running coach to LED head torches that light the way at night. But you know what? You can't discount the push of a good old positive attitude. And here at the Shaw Mini Sun Run, it's not about how fast or how far, but how fun.
Lots of fun, and it was great tiring, but lots of fun as well.
So much fun to work here. It's really great seeing all these families coming out first thing in the morning, really young kids, older kids, and just the excitement at the start line, and then watching all the families cross together at the finish line. It's really inspiring.
My dad, my brother, and then, well, I came with me too.
There's just so much energy here, and it's just a fun event for us to do together.
Yeah.
or was it a tough race?
I think it was a very easy race for him. He was happy the whole time. He's been training at home, through the kitchen and the living room, 50 laps a night.
All the kids finish their race, they rush in here. There's bouncy castles, there's a tattoo artist, a characterist, and a photo booth, and snacks, and just good times.
We're getting your free bananas! So, did you guys have fun today? What was the day like?
Really good. Lots of fun. Full of energy. It was great. Lots of fun. Makes us get out. Super awesome. Yeah. We're planning to do the 10K next year.
You know what they say, if the shoe fits, then wear it. But what if you're not wearing a shoe? You may have seen them around town and done a double take. Barefoot running is gaining strides all over the world, including right here in the Lower Mainland.
As strange as it may look, barefoot running is starting to make mainstream strides.
There is a sense of feeling of being connected to the ground. You have all these sensations in your feet that you normally wouldn't get when you were wearing running shoes. And it is quite uplifting when you tread on different terrains and you actually feel the terrain as it should be.
Kate is part of the Barefoot Runners Society. She started barefoot running after a common conventional running injury.
I was running in conventional shoes, and after a very short period of time I actually developed stress fractures in my heel and was told pretty much don't run.
But she did, and she found with an adjustment in her stride, barefoot running was better for her.
We tend to have a higher turnover in our feet. We actually will land directly underneath our bodies instead of landing with our feet in front of us. And we will actually land on our midfoot or our forefoot of our feet instead of actually landing on our heels.
But not everyone agrees that the barefoot or minimalist movement is a good thing.
If you don't have the foot strength, however, and immediately go into barefoot running or a shoe that offers no help, you're taking a weak foot and throwing maximum forces at it. That's a potential recipe for disaster.
A lot of the injuries that people have are because they just go out and do it and think it's great and don't actually learn the mechanics behind it. So we're trying to educate them.
And they do a lot of education on their runs. After all, they attract a lot of attention.
In fact, there's one guy doing it in the Vancouver Marathon this year.
It's interesting.
Do you think you would ever do it?
Maybe.
Yeah?
I didn't really know what they were doing because I saw a cameraman and them running barefoot.
Their reactions are nothing new to Neil. He's run marathons partly barefoot.
Everything from, oh my God, how can you ever do that? To, oh, I love them, where can I get them? And are you insane?
I hope they're okay. I mean, I really hope they're okay. They've done their homework, they've done the preparation to pull it off, and that they don't hit a piece of glass.
I'm Erin Shaw in Vancouver for The Express.
May 1st is International Barefoot Running Day, organized by the Barefoot Runners Society. They're also trying to put together a 1K run to promote the sport, and you can get more information at their website. You're watching The Express at the Shaw Mini Sun Run, and we have more ways to get you moving coming up. After the break,
yoga is a holistic practice, so you can't just isolate.
Runners yoga.
But you just hit it as hard as you can and do it in a good rhythm.
Wheelchair racers.
Kids need to get the activity, 30 minutes a day.
You're watching local TV on The Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.